said the same height. Chief Matthews, back in the day.
I just want to get you guys. There we go.
You like the scary?
Beautiful.
Right in front of the book.
Any questions you have? Oh, you can. Okay. And what is your name, sir?
Dan O'Shannon.
Dan O'Shannon.
Yes, I read it.
Dan, how old are you?
Thank you. Isn't that nice? We've met before. This isn't the first time we met.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can tell the story.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked in a movie theater in the mid-'80s at the Sherman Oaks Galleria, and you came and bought a ticket from me, and I was really excited, and I said, I'm from Cleveland, and I wrote for WHK, and I write comedy, and you said, right off the top of your head, I'll never forget this, that's nice. So how you been?
And you still write comedy?
Yeah, oh yeah, a little on the side, yeah. How did you like the movie?
Oh, this one, yeah. Look at this. Isn't that exciting?
So, yeah, I read your book.
You did.
It's great. Can I talk about your book for a second? And
I
then I'll
haven't
shut up.
read it. Yeah, it took me almost 3 days to write it, so
It took me half that to read it. This is the book.
Yes.
Get this book. It's really good. Okay? Now, I want to just say one thing about it, and then I'll shut up. It's called What's So Funny? My Hilarious Life. And you may think there's going to be a lot of anecdotes about Hollywood and show business and being a comedian, and you're right. But it's also about a life. And you get to find out all kinds of things about Mr. Conway that we wouldn't have known otherwise. And there's this wonderful section, you're going to like this, it takes place in Chagrin Falls. I know you're a fan. And it's written in this really nice, engaging Gene Shepherd style. And like, I think the stuff that happened in your life is as funny as your sketches.
Oh my gosh!
I think the story about your dad and the doorbell is as funny as like the dentist. I love that story.
That he hooked the doorbell up backwards, yeah, so that it rang all the time except when you pressed the doorbell. So we would listen to this all day long, and when it would stop, my dad would say, "I'll get it." It's a bright man.
I love that. Did you know growing up that everything around you was funny? And you tell these stories now in retrospect, and they're hilarious. Did you know as a kid that this was all funny, or did you just think it was normal?
I thought I had a pretty cherished life. I had a comedy mother and father, and comedy a bunch of friends, and I was always short, so I had to be funny, or you got beat up a lot.
Right. I was
actually short and funny and got beat up a lot. Yeah. But you were, did you, big guys beat you up?
Oh yeah, the little ones too.
Yeah.
I wasn't funny as a kid. And I was going to ask you about that, because you talk about when you decided to go into comedy, and there is a very definite Tim Conway persona. And I wanted to know if that was something that just came from you instinctively, or did you work to find it? Did you go down wrong avenues?
Yeah. When I went to California, a guy came to the door one time with a coat on and his hand in his pocket, and he said, "Bring me all your money." I said, "Okay, just a minute. I got to go upstairs and get it." I came down with a checkbook, and I said, "I'm going to make this check out to Gelson's," which is a department store out there. I said, "Take it to Gelson's and have them cash it for you, because I need to buy some food." And he said, now he's confused, now he came to rob me, and now he's got to go cash this check and bring back the cash. And I said, please, and he did. He's in prison now. Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry.
Oh, please, now, how long did it take you to write the book, really?
3 days.
No.
Well, 2.5.
2.5. Well, you had help, yeah.
Yeah.
You had half a day's worth of help.
Yeah, right. And I thought about it a long time, so it didn't take that long, actually. It was about 3 days.
Right. Now you, besides doing all the comedy you do, I don't think a lot of people notice that you wrote a lot. You wrote the dentist sketch that everyone did.
Yes.
See, as soon as I read about it, I had to see it on YouTube. You can see so much of this man on YouTube, and I suggest you do it as soon as you can. I was laughing last night in the middle of the night about this, and you wrote a lot of that stuff. You've written movies and plays, now a book. And
Yes.
I don't think anyone knows that that's part of what you do too.
I'm probably a better writer than performer.
Well, so
And
far.
I'm a lousy writer. No, I did write the dentist sketch, and Harvey said, you know, this isn't funny, because I didn't put in anything about the Novocaine or anything that I paralyzed myself with stuck it in my hand, my head, my leg, and eventually fell on the floor. And Harvey read it, and I hadn't included all of that into it, and he said, you know, this sketch stinks. And he said, I'm gonna have him take it out of the show, you know. So I said, well, let's see what happens. And if you watch the show, or that tape, you will notice that Harvey actually wets his pants while he's sitting there. Yeah, so that's how much he knows about comedy.
You can see the moment where he starts to go, which is great. You see everything click, click, click,
Yeah.
and then you see that his eyes get wide. He does not know what's coming. It's fantastic.
Right, yeah,
It's great.
that's true.
Now, you say in the book that you never felt you were cut out to be the center of an ensemble, that you were always a little off to the side, and that was where you fit. And you worked alongside some great straight people, Ernie Anderson, Joe Flynn, Harvey Korman, of course, and then Don Knotts actually played straight, which I found a little surprising, because I always thought that he needed a straight man. And then you two together were
Don and I were very good friends. Don was just funny to look at and to listen to. We were doing a sketch one time, or a movie together, I guess, one of the, whatever things we were doing. And he was great.
How are you? Midnight movie.
My 8th grade class, Sister Elaine's class,